Well, it's a celebration, that's for sure. I think another round of applause for the fantastic artists we've already seen here this evening. Before I begin, I'd like to read a poem. No, not bad. Now, I know at celebrations it is customary to throw things around. I would just have a little piece of advice. Do not throw the serviette holders. Can we keep these? It's going to help me with the taxis. I think it's going to be good. All right. On a slightly more serious note, it is 50 years for UD Trucks and a new era that is dawning within the organization, the introduction of the brand new Quon extra heavy range. So on behalf of UD Trucks Chief Executive, Johan Richards, and Chief Financial Officer, Jacques Carlse, as well as the entire UD Truck team, it is my privilege to welcome you to this very, very special event. To the various international VIP, thank you. To the various international VIP guests that we have here tonight, thank you for taking the time out to be here with us and also for your interest and support of the company over the years. To our UD Truck customers, over the years, of course, you have made UD Trucks South Africa's world-class organization as it is today. And your support and loyalty towards the UD Truck products and its staff is highly valued. And we're thrilled to have so many of you here this evening to enjoy the celebration with us. To the UD Truck dealer body, we are absolutely privileged to have arguably the best dealer network of any local truck manufacturer, and I think that deserves a round of applause. Your commitment to UD Trucks and the brand and the future success is greatly appreciated. And of course, to all of the UD Truck staff, and management, you are the heart and soul of our company, and I'd like to extend a warm welcome to each and every UD Truck team member here this evening. Thank you very much for being here. I will do it individually. I think it's only fair. There's only about 600. It won't take too long to do that and get everybody sort of done. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is all about the launch of the new UD Trucks Quon range. And I believe we are going to have a really, really fun evening. It's all about a celebration. We've got some great entertainment. I've got a couple of friends that I've brought along with me as well. And, of course, it is yet again the celebration of UD Trucks Southern Africa 50 years. You know, I was thinking about something because this Super Bowl is most probably one of the best ever built theaters in the world. And I'm standing on a stage where Freddie Mercury stood, Frank Sinatra, and they're now dead. So I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, the first ever episode of Top Truck. It's more intriguing than that, believe you me. Of course, USD Truck Southern Africa are going to give you all of the information on the brand new Quon extra heavy vehicle. But it's not going to be all technical, I promise you. We are going to have a bit of fun on it as well. And speaking of fun, I brought along my two co-hosts of Top Truck. The first is most probably South Africa's most famous comedian. I did make him famous. He's also South Africa's best cousin. Please put your hands together for the one and only Barry Hilton.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Sasha. Lovely.
Hello, Barry.
I love the suit, bro. When's it going back?
Tomorrow. Well, actually,
The last time I wore a suit, I was found guilty.
We're running a little late.
We're running a little late.
We're gonna have to get it in earlier. Okay. All right, listen, that's our first co-host. My second co-host on Top Truck is a man who's become better looking with age.
He's 17.
And of course, he's become synonymous with the automotive industry over the last couple of years. From Ignition TV, please put your hands together for the one and only Marius Roberts.
Hang on, I just want to show you how agile I am for 70. I don't even need the stairs.
That's
It
not
takes
bad.
a brave man to wear a pink shirt, darling.
Yes, but I just want to say,
Hey, the Bulls wear pink and I'm a Bulls man. Just
that is a bit of a problem. Anybody else support the Bulls here?
Wow.
Oh, we are the wrong side of town. Bloody hell. Sasha, I just want to say, honor to work with you on your last gig.
Yes, thank you.
Because as you predicted, I mean, a lot of guys have worked here and just aren't really finding work
there we
anymore.
go. Tomorrow,
You know
DJ
nothing
dies
about that,
in
of
the-
course. Huh?
Oh wait, no, tomorrow it can't be DJ dies. It's got to be because DJ's finishing. Whatever. Somebody
we'll figure it
dies
out.
in the Super Bowl.
You're going to get caught speeding at 200 k's an hour. And
Only?
beat that other oak.
Well, I mean, I think he was going downhill.
Going down.
I never knew a Range Rover Evoque could go that fast.
It was in the back of a Quon truck, bro.
Okay.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
we shouldn't be
I don't know
saying
why
that
they call
either.
it. I wonder, why do they call it Quon? Because to me it says Quon.
Yeah. So what? Should we move on to our next cue?
Okay, now what it says there, before we got to set the scene about and we need some details of this Quon or the Quon truck you're going to know, and what is happening to the local truck market, and how many units are you expecting to sell in 2012?
You know, I'm very glad you brought that up because right here on
it
this
says in the
piece of
script.
paper, I actually have all of that information.
He spent hours doing the
Ah,
research, did Sasha.
The truck market for this year is anticipated to be around about 29,000 units, okay? And this is inclusive of Mercedes, Fuso, and the Freightliner, who opted, of course, as we know, not to be part of NAMSA in December last year.
And Eskom, because I use a lot of units.
Yes. Now, this gets a little bit technical because
Okay.
the dynamics have remained stable with MCV, which is,
Exactly.
yeah, that's at 33%, HCV at 18%. Of course, the bus market only at
I
4%.
think MCV is my cousin's vehicle.
Well, we in Durban, the guys in Durban,
Cousin.
you'll relate to that.
It's like afterwards, when chicks come to my room 706, there's a queue on outside.
all right, listen.
And they realize you hang like a Chinese man, they're going to call you Quon.
Quon.
Yeah, that's how it works. Oh,
My first
long
cap
night.
for South Africa.
All I can say is we expect in the other African countries that UD are responsible for, that the market's going to be around about 30,000 units this year.
But hang on, we're missing a very, very important point here. I think we need to remember this. I think that these predicted sales figures for 2012 could possibly be the most significant figures ever in the history of trucking. And probably also the last, because if we have the right impression we've got here from the Mayans,
Absolutely.
2012 could be the end of the year, never again
That's it.
sales figures. So we
Finished.
need to be serious about this, eh?
Apparently, there's a planet coming here called Nibiru, which used to be run by Daewoo.
And we know how
That's
that
why it's
worked
been
out.
out of circulation for a while. The end of the world is coming.
Apparently December 2012. So you've got to sell those 29 units in a month less than normal. So yeah, they're going to
Yeah, you're going to have to
And
go.
they have a finance period of 8 months. Sorry.
But
Get
there's
the
that
money in.
maintenance
You're very
plan with
good,
UD
eh?
trucks as well. Eh? So at least you'll have hassle-free motoring. And I think that's important.
No, but hold on a second. Let's just be serious here for a little bit because to achieve 30,000 units in the marketplace and also with the new Quon, it's going to be tough because we've got America where we've got President Obama who prints too much money and nobody knows where it actually goes.
He's got a monopoly.
We've got the Eurozone, we've got the Greeks. Nobody knows what they do.
That's coming down the back door.
And of course, listen, in this
And-
country,
Yeah,
we've got very volatile exchange rates.
we do. But you
And
know what?
politicians.
Yes.
But seriously, Sasha, Barry, and myself could stand up here and talk for hours and hours about forecasting and where the truck industry is going to go.
Because we're that clever.
We are. We seriously are intellectuals. But we want to have some fun as well. It's not usual for us, so we're going to try very hard to have fun. And what we decided to do, well, I don't say we, because we would never come up with such a clever idea. The directors, the bosses at UD Trucks decided that For the Quon to be launched, it needed to be put through a set of really special tests. Now, I'm not talking about run-of-the-mill brake tests and putting it under load or sending it up some hectic passes.
Mathematics.
Yeah.
They sit down and work out the maths. It was a big test.
It was. Did you pass?
A+.
What they decided to do was actually put together a challenge that was groundbreaking, brave, and I think UD trucks have a very, very special set of brass nuts, which I think are probably all on your table at the moment. They put these all together to come up with this unique show that Sasha has alluded to. So, ladies and gentlemen, they are a brave bunch. This is the very, very first viewing.
And have you seen those nuts on the tables?
Yes.
They're from the wheels. So if you go outside Sun City, there's 14 UD trucks on bricks waiting for their nuts to come back tomorrow.
That's what happens when you stop at that stop street where the guy's trying to sell you a Coke for his cricket team.
Absolutely.
Guys, this is it. Seriously, this is a very, very hectic challenge. And the only thing that came through with flying colors in this whole episode was the Quon. I'm the only guy here that doesn't look like a chop. You guys were abysmal.
Abysmal.
What?
Really?
How do you spell that?
With a B.
Okay.
Abysmal.
No,
We were flipping good. I was good, eh?
you were only good in the automated one.
Okay.
How many times have you struggled to get in gear on that hill ascent? You're right.
That was for the film.
Oh, of course,
Listen,
of course.
thank
of course.
goodness. Thank
Who
goodness.
believes that I did that on purpose?
Listen. Yeah, who? Thank goodness the new Quon got a very nice new clutch for you because you're going to go through them quickly, buddy.
Yes.
But you know, my favorite watching that, because I mean, it's lovely for me watching the DVD and going, oh my word, look at these monkeys. How many times wouldn't you love to have a car guard standing behind the horse when you're trying to put it into a trailer and just put your foot flat? Barry, come, but standing right there. You're a brave guy.
Because, you know, to be a car guard, you don't have to have education. You just got to have one cock leg. Have you seen those guys? And sometimes they forget which leg is fruit.
Listen, there was something that troubled me in the whole of that, and hopefully you're watching carefully. Who was the guy with the black helmet and the white suit?
Well, we know it's not Gary, so we can eliminate Gary.
it's not Gary.
Because
Gary's
actually
overseas, by the way.
And I think he was 16 or so because he's got a serious blackhead on his face.
No, seriously, who was the guy? Because he was the guy who drove the old truck.
And that takes some special skill on those gear
Yeah.
changes, eh?
That was brilliant. Eh?
He didn't say much, though.
No.
Very quiet kind
Did he
of
offer you
person.
any tips, advice, guidance?
No, nothing. I don't know. I wonder if he's even here. Maybe
Is
he's...
he around?
I see something.
There he is.
There's something there.
Wow.
Oh, there he is.
I wonder if he's had starters.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, he's definitely wasting away. We know it's not Barry, that's for sure.
No, it's not Gary. It's not the three of us. So we actually have no idea who
It
that
could-
He's
is.
sleeping in one of the cabs since we shot that.
Is he?
That's why he's got so thin.
Oh, he's
How's it
giving
look?
us a death stare. Have a look.
The death
Eh?
stare, bro.
How do we even know he's looking at us?
No, I can feel it, eh? When Bud checks you out, you know you're in trouble.
Is his name Bud?
I'm just reckoning it must be.
Bud.
He's my bud. He wasn't your bud because he didn't help you guys out bugger all.
Ear Bud.
Too much. All right. This is somebody, and we'll hopefully find out a little bit later who that is. Where's he sitting?
Anybody get him a straw?
Anywhere he wants, by the look of him.
Quite
well.
a walk. Is he a car guard?
No, he doesn't have that gammy leg, eh?
Whoa,
Hey,
I'm getting
she's
out
coming
of here.
towards us.
Oh, my
Okay,
word.
but we're going to go.
Bye.
Bye, Bud. Hey, well done, Ace. Let me get the leg. I want to tell you that she's so good. She's been practicing that piece since 1650. And I want to when she learns the words, it's going to be incredible.
Apparently she's quite talented on the organ as well, Barry.
Well, we don't want to go down that road. Okay, but guys, all that stuff about the 50 years and that, please, ladies and gentlemen, it was spectacular. Come, give them a round of applause.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Incredible achievement. Listen, how is this for a color?
But I'm impressed. I mean, as a bit of a truck rookie, I thought you could get a truck in any color as long as it was white.
You know, these things are lekker, but you know what I can see? I can see there's 5 new trucks here. Is that it? Is that it?
No, but that's not it at all. I mean, the guys at UD Trucks are so jacked. With the new Quon range, there are actually 14 derivatives. So it doesn't matter what market you're targeting, there's going to be a Quon truck that's going to be able to suit your needs and capabilities.
Yeah, but listen, the big question is, what is the difference between this and what was before?
Okay, now,
My line is the difference.
should we go back to the top and start
Okay,
it
we'll do
again?
that. Actually, on the engine side, the GH13 series powertrain features
No.
3 variants.
My
Is that
line.
Is it your line?
My line.
Oh, okay.
You see, these guys are ruining it for me because what I was about to tell you was that being
thought you
such
wouldn't come there.
intellects, such an intelligent bunch, we can come up with all these amazing facts and figures. Often we
Sorry.
get caught up talking about far too much technology, and we don't want to lose an audience like you when it comes to trucks. I know you don't really know all the techs and the specs. So we'll keep it pretty simple.
Okay.
What
Now can I
makes,
tell about
no,
it?
not yet. What makes it so impressive, new engines. So the entire range has the new GH13 engines. They've obviously reworked the transmissions as well. The clutches have been reworked, smaller brake changes have been done. The cabin's been upgraded, more space in the cabin as well. And they've rearranged the entire chassis package. Barry, your line.
So that's the features. But the horsepower variants are 370, 410, and a 490 horsepower motor. Wow.
Impressive, eh?
Stronger than me in the gym, oh. So, what
Would
about?
you like to know what else?
Yes, I would like to know what else.
Believe it or not, the tracking industry has to kind of, we'll bring you in now, Sasha, I can see you getting bored.
Anytime.
Believe it or not, the tracking industry at the moment actually has to be aware of the environment as well. And you guys obviously need to be aware of your carbon truck tread that you leave. So the nicest thing with this is that the entire range is Euro 3 compliant. It's obviously got a very nice flat torque characteristic, so no matter what gear you're in, the power is there consistently throughout. The high injection pressure, which is managed by the electronic system they've put in place, means, Barry, I can see you about to jump in, and this is important.
Yes.
Lower emissions, improved combustion. That's the combustion pressure I was talking about. And that wasn't electronically managed at all.
And of course, the technology must equate to exceptional fuel economy, of course. There.
Yes.
And the full flow and bypass oil filter leads to longer service intervals, doesn't it, Marius?
Sasha.
Oh, hi. Nice to see you
I'm
guys.
tired of
Nice
talking.
to meet
Your
you.
turn.
Listen, the great thing about this is it's got the multifunctional display. And that communicates all of the engine characteristics, so at all times you know exactly what the status is of the engine.
But the bit that I love the most, which obviously we don't have in cars, is this new range comes with an extra engine brake. So what is really cool now, your brake retardation is way, way higher. 1,470 Newton meters of brake force. Sasha, what
Wait.
chick's car do you drive?
Alfa Romeo Giulietta,
What's the torque curve on that thing? About 10?
like I would know.
The
No, wait,
talk
but-
is Sasha's going to have his car repossessed because he's lost his job at 5 events. Sorry.
Oh, that gets a laugh. That's nice.
Okay, well, it's time to shift gears, of course. The guys at UD Trucks say the right gear every time for the right gear, of course. And UD Trucks also providing managed maintenance with every new Quon. Quon. With every new
Quon.
Quon sold,
tough
taking,
working
of
with
course, the
amateurs.
worry of maintenance away from the
Is
customer.
this your first like corporate gig?
Yes,
Shame. Give him a round of applause. Not doing too badly, eh? We'll get him to say Quon by the end of the night.
Quon.
Quon.
I did a corporate gig last week, but how is your sister?
She's great. Thanks for asking, Jerry.
Listen, going back to the maintenance, you saw that very, very vividly, I think, in our second challenge. And the thing about it is that the range is 3 manual transmissions. It's got the 7-speed, it's got the 9-speed, and it's got the
14.
VT02514B 14-speed manual.
What does that mean?
You know what that means, Barry?
Yeah, clearly. You can know, are you sure how I did on the manual thing up the hill? I was pathetic. But I want to tell you that, hold on, we got all these transmissions and all that. They're all synchronized. They type power feature shifts and improved PTO. Hold on, PTO, please turn over. Capabilities. And innovative protection devices. And what? I know we didn't do any damages, but Marius, you know, driving the Escort V. What it's
But where are you from? Are you from Brakpan?
I'm from Brakpan, bro.
Brakpan. Pora.
No, I'm not Portuguese.
Leb.
Jewish, for sure.
No, I'm not Jewish.
Okay, flip, last chance. Greek.
From 7 till 11.
Okay.
But no, I'm
No longer,
so driving.
no longer Escort V.
It's Escort 5.
Well
I
done.
knew that. It was a piece
Well
of
done.
cake for me.
Well
piece
done.
of cake.
Okay, the important thing about this box, and Sasha alluded to it, saw the difference. You can take a talented comedian like Barry Hilton, you can put him in a truck and he can drive the thing. I think that is massively important, that making the environment and the driving capabilities as easy as possible for the operators. Obviously, it improves fuel consumption as well, and very importantly, makes it way safer, and that is important for all of us on the roads.
And other features include the easy drive mode, the manual mode, the ECO roll mode, the brake mode, and of course, the kick down mode.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what you and Gary used, I think, to beat me on
Yeah, I
that,
reckon
that
that's
drag
why
race.
you could only get it into third gear.
I want to ask Barry something, because you know he's been throwing a lot of big truck terms now, and he was the legend on the course. What was it like using EHS?
Piece of cake. What year is this?
Easy heel start.
Oh, easy hill start. There was no rollback whatsoever. That's it. I wish every car and truck on the road had easy hill
Yeah,
start.
but you know, luckily it's on the display mode. If you just looked properly, you would have found it.
Well, without that, but I couldn't have said hello to you, Oaks. But I mean, seriously, it tells you exactly what gear you are in. And of course, I must say the clutch and launch control are exceptional and just smooth. And it was an absolute pleasure to drive. You could see with my skills, it just came
Brilliant.
through.
Genius.
Yeah, once you got it to launch, you were a machine. Now, what do you guys reckon? We get down to the final challenge. You've seen these two characters and what they've been getting up to with Gary and with Bud. Are you guys ready to see the final challenge? Are you guys ready for the final challenge?
Piece of cake. I've got this in the
there
bag. Watch
is
me.
no
Oaks. I come through.
chance.
I leave these losers behind in this bit.
There we go.
Guys,
We'll go
seriously,
forwards.
do you think that
Yes.
one of these two could actually beat Gary from Arto or Bud? Seriously? Come
Yes.
on, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Where's Gary now?
Where's Gary now? Well,
not here, you see.
Let's go and have a look at the board. And I see we've given Captain Slow over there the only chair with a seatbelt, like you need it.
Absolutely. I've got 6 kids, but I need a condom.
I should have given you the spare seat there. Guys, obviously...
I got to be honest, I don't remember it being like that. I don't know who ever edited this movie. I don't remember.
I
They-
remember
they
doing it in
cheated.
half the time. They just made it slower
Yeah.
so it could make these acts look like non-losers.
But look, the important thing, guys, not about speed, eh? The whole idea behind the payload productivity test is obviously to find out who's completing that challenge. Time is important, but so is consumption. So should we go and have a look at the board?
We'll go and have a look.
Okay.
Let's see how it all pans out. I mean, no surprises there. We've seen Barry did a fantastic time of 11.3 days.
Hold on. But I did the same kilometers as you, Oaks.
Well done.
You did very well.
You know, the important thing is productivity. For anybody that's looking for, I know you change drivers quite a lot because there are some issues in our country. But don't pick Barry, seriously, because you need to get the product there as quickly as you can, possibly. And that ain't
Unless you
going to
work
work.
Oh, is that what it was about?
Yes, but also fuel consumption. So
Oh.
let's get to average speed. Sash, I'm going to ask you to reveal
My average speed.
Barry's.
No, why would
Barry.
you leave mine?
We start at the
Barry.
back. We-
Okay.
Barry's average speed was
22.3.
22.3.
Not bad.
It's consistency that counts.
Yes. Let's have a look at Gary. He's not here.
Ah.
Quite a lot quicker.
Oh, I must have been as fast as that, surely.
Not bad,
Or
Sash.
maybe not.
But Bud's obviously the one everyone wants to beat. Gary's not here to defend his time.
33.
3 Ks now. How does
That's
he get
11
How does he get that
Ks
right,
an hour
guys?
faster than you.
It's
You
also
know that if you do the maths,
Yes.
he will get to Durban 3 days before you.
absolutely. But
How
I'm
does he do that over-
22.3 k's an hour faster than you.
Yeah, I wasn't there. You're right. I was walking. But how does he get that much quicker when you have a 4.2 K, same load, same truck? What's going on?
Experience.
Experience. Counts for a lot.
Well, who is this guy?
Well, we're
I
not
don't know
going
who this
to...
oak is. We'll work
come
out
on.
now.
Let's have a look at PPF. Do you know what PPF is?
Yeah.
Poop, pee, and no.
Yeah.
Payload productivity factor. Okay, so this is
Payload
taking into consideration
productivity.
all these elements. The distance you've driven, the fuel consumption, the average speed, how valuable is it? Now, the important
okay.
thing is, let's get Barry excited. Let's have a look. Let's see what his score is. Reveal Barry's there. This is quite important.
Why are you doing this to me?
I tell you why, because
1,
maybe this score
2.
could work in your favor.
9.51, ladies and
Is
gentlemen.
that good?
Yes.
It's not out of 10, Barry, so it's not good.
Is it not what is it then?
This score is kind of where the highest is the best.
Is the highest the best?
So let's
Okay.
have a look. 12.71 is what
Oh,
Gary
okay.
got. So
Okay.
Sasha, hang on, it's
Here we
basically
go.
between you and Bud.
and
Let's have a
Bud.
look. Let's reveal. Bud leading the way there.
You're
So
not so much more than me.
that is
He's
like,
not so much more than me.
but he's a
He's
lot
much
more
more than
than you. So
Flip side.
no surprises.
All right.
Who's come last, Sasha? Are we
Oh,
surprised?
okay.
Let's have a look. Well, you came fourth.
I'm coming fourth.
Fourth
Not
isn't
so bad.
eh?
All right,
Give
where
it a
did
play.
Gary come?
Second.
Second.
Oh, well, there we go then.
Sash, I mean, look, maybe
Hold on. Jonathan Edwards. Sasha, I see a third. I see a third.
Really?
But maybe the mathematicians.
Oh, my word.
Oh, there we go. No surprises.
Gary's
In first
third.
place,
Oh, Bud's
Bud.
first.
I mean, that's impressive. Who the hell?
Is Bud.
Who's Bud?
Okay, should we find out?
Any,
Who's Bud?
any idea? Do you know who Bud is?
You know.
Rose.
What about
Yeah.
Zola?
Zola.
Could be Zola, Bud.
Zola Bud. She runs faster than that.
Does anybody want to know who Bud is?
Who would like to see Bud?
I mean, this guy's a machine. Some say that he uses Jeremy Clarkson's
Don't
penis for a toothpick. That's what they say.
So I cut that one out quickly. Some say he's German and his name is Helmet.
Some say he can speak Japanese backwards.
Wow.
That's cool. Well, who is he? Would you like to see him?
All we know is he's called the Bud.
And it stems from?
Let's bring out Bud. Let's reveal who Bud is because I'm dying to find out. We know it's not Gary. We know it's not Sasha. We hell of a know it's definitely not me. So let's get to reveal our special man, Bud. He must be a guy with immense talent and ability.
When those,
He's got to know his way around a
that-
truck.
I thought it was those two. I thought he's schizophrenic.
Whoa!
There he is. Bud. Ladies and gentlemen, Bud.
This is Bud.
I'm not going to lie to you. I noticed something. Bud definitely had dinner. He's got that same death stare, eh? But look, you guys don't have to worry.
No.
You were losers.
No, it's cool.
Bud's going to love you. Bud's going to be happy with you. Hey, check you, my Bud.
He's
Hey,
got
Bud.
us.
They shouldn't
know-
call him Bud. They should call him Boop.
Yo.
Oh, we know he can drive a truck.
All right, well. Whoa!
Who's he? Good,
On behalf of UD Truck Southern Africa, it really has been quite a delight to be here and learn about something that I wasn't that au fait with. And to meet so many passionate people, I think is really inspiring. And that's how I try and live my life, is to be as passionate as possible. And I think it's just so amazing that people are so passionate about trucks. It's quite weird, but I get it now. I get it. I think there's a couple of people I'd like to thank. Please thank my co-host from TopTruck and also for this evening. The legendary, the one and only, South Africa's funniest funny man, the only one and cousin, Barry Hilton. Let's please, big round of applause. Also for Marius Roberts from Ignition TV, a guy's been around for so long. He's just such a pleasure to work with. Please, Marius Roberts as well. Then also our dancers, our singers here this evening, I think they've given us an extraordinary performance. Our production team at the back and along the sides, we've got Vili, Tanya, and their whole team. I think they've put on a really magnificent evening tonight, and I think they deserve a great round of applause. Thank you. And finally, as Johan Richards mentioned as well, I think Sun City and also the staff that have done an extraordinary job here this evening as well. It's always such a pleasure to come and work at Sun City. Thank you to all of them as well. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of UD trucks on the road, especially the new Quon range. So I wish all of you this tremendous success with, I think, is an unbelievable product, and I'm sure it's going to do very, very well for all of you. On behalf of UD Truck Southern Africa, thank you very, very much for enjoying the evening with us. I trust that you've had a good couple of days here at Sun City. Be safe in your travels back home tomorrow, and have a fantastic 2012. My name is Sasha Martinengo, and thank you very, very much. Take care. Ciao, ciao.